use razor wing.
Oh, yeah.
Perfect. Razor wing hits. And with only 6 seconds left on the clock. It's even. This is going down to the wire.
Oh, come on. Come on, you Bob. Come on, don't worry about it now, because boss can.
Now it's turning into a three-way competition. They're battling each other and the clock. Waterfall, go!
Okay, it's over here.
Darrell, could you turn down the... And because the collective decided to be their authentic self, to be bright, be brave, and be you while being persecuted. And persecution manifests in various different ways. When we hear persecution, some of us are going to medieval times and we get certain images of what that looks like. But to be frank, to be honest, persecution is something that is still commonly practiced, but it's just practiced in different ways. So if you're dealing with a community, an organization, a business, a family structure, an individual who have a certain belief system, and that's the belief system that they have always known, always believed, no matter what season of life they had, no matter if they were living like their belief system or not, no matter if they were even honoring their own so-called belief system or not. That's what they adhere to in terms of that's what they approve of, because adherence implies that they are living up to the standard of their own system of beliefs. But more often than not, these folks aren't the ones that end up persecuting you. Okay, so persecution is still happening in 2026, and it comes out in covert, passive aggressive ways in form of coercive control tactics. So this could be somebody that they disapprove of you. They feel like what you're doing is wrong and dishonorable, and so they are thinking against you, speaking against you, projecting onto you, and in some cases wishing ill on you because you're not in alignment with what they believe to be the right thing. And some of the cases ends up morphing into downright mistreatment, downright tampering of with your life. Okay, we don't approve of you, and so we're going to use the fact that we are the headmaster of all things in this area. We're going to use the fact that we are blah, 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 and to ensure your limitation. And in some cases, to hopefully coerce you into submission. Okay. By way of torture, punishment, withholding opportunities, withholding comforts, withholding resources, and things like that. So the question, the poll is, have you ever suffered persecution for being authentically you? The collective in this part 3 reading, you did, but because you decided, you did and you do. You did and you do. Because you decided to hold on to be authentically you. And being authentically you is not the vibe of I can get out here and I can break laws and I can be an unbearable jerk and I can just, because I'm being authentically me. That's not what I mean by that. That's something that a narcissist would do, and that's something that a narcissist would say. Okay, so I'm not saying that you don't have social norms that you don't follow and adhere to, or that you're not mindful or considerate of other people. It's simply that you know who you are, you know what you believe, you know what you stand for, you know what works for you, and that's that. Okay, if you're a spiritualist, if you are a palm reader, if you are a tarot reader, if you are a Reiki master, if you are any of those things, you know who you are. If you're somebody who don't believe in none of it, if you're somebody who's Gnostic and kind of like, I don't know, I feel like it's too many unclear answers. If you're somebody who's atheist, you know what I'm saying, and just like, I don't know, I don't really believe that there is, if that's you. And the only reason why I'm going here is because people get all cringy when you hear all these different things as to imply that somebody is inherently dark, wicked, wrong, off, based on that. And that person might be one of the most morally standing individuals in the room. And no one would know it because these limitations, these labels, no one would know it. Okay. Anywho, because whoever you are, you decided this with all the pain and suffering, with all of the people taking advantage of your pain, taking advantage of your misfortunes, and using that as an opportunity to so-called win you back to the path. And or people just, you're different and they don't like that you're different, and you're okay with standing alone and they don't like that you're okay with standing alone. You suffer. People misjudge you. You get people in social media doing that all day long. They misjudge you. They get on here, they get an attitude because they sit up and listen to you. They're trolling you, and they sit up and listen to you, and then they catch an attitude and they don't know you, and they have their misjudgments that they perceive based on that. And they get to go on with their intentional or unintentional baneful magic. Okay, that's when that starts. That's when they start doing their root work. Okay, that's when they start, because of their presumption, their presumptions. Okay, their insecurities, their jealousies, their beliefs, their everything. But you all are being honored. This is part 3 of a 2-part reading / discussion that I started on TikTok. Okay. And so this is part 3. You came out, just to give you a recap, and I'm going to lift it up here because you got that label here. Okay. You come out as Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Wands, Page of Pentacles, and Ten of Cups. In spite of people taking from you, in spite of people being very petty, in spite of people trying to tear down your lemonade stand, as you attempt to make lemonades out of the lemons that people made sure to provide for you, the lemons that people made sure to manufacture for you. Well, because you decided to believe in yourself, okay, to build your confidence with what little you've got, okay, in spite of all of this persecution, all of this judgments, all of this mixed bag of foul energy that's being concentrated and projected towards you. This is your energy that you're coming out as. You might be looking like, I love this deck for some of the pictures in it. You may be coming out Queen of Wands, Queen of Pentacles, which is a warrior, but somebody that's very grounded and nurturing and a good mother. And you may be like, I'm fencing to take my fire, my confidence to rebuild myself, Queen of Pentacles, to rebuild myself, Queen of Pentacles. I'm going to take what little I've got, in spite of people trying to stop my happiness, in spite of relatives, exes, everyone in Texas. in spite of people stealing from me, doing all of these things, I'm gonna still be my authentic self, because I'm persecuted for that. These are people who are too scared to actually be. These are people who have double, triple, quadruple lives. They're scared to be their authentic self in front of the world. So they pretend to be saved, sanctified, filled with the Holy Ghost, on fire for the Lord. They talk that talk. That's not their life, though. Okay? Some of them are secret tarot readers, secret psychic mediums, secret practitioners, unbeknownst to some of the ones they go to church with as I speak. Yeah. So, and you all suffered and got projected upon because you are authentic. And some people played that head fuck on a whole lot of people, convincing them that it was you.
What's up?
Because you wasn't a fake bitch. Sitting there smiling because that's the area. You decided, come hell or high water, I have a right to be. I'm not talking about being obnoxious and a jerk and calling that my authentic self. I'm not talking about going out one's way to be rude and weird just for the sake of it. I'm simply talking about you decided. Okay, that ain't jiving with me. That's not working for me. Something is off with that. It's culty. Nobody should be dictating and abusing people just because somebody chooses differently. That's one of the biggest neon signs. We're people. We should be kind to one another. And not this fake kindness either, where we think we finna turn them into our cult. We should be kind. Just because, all good gravy, is that such a bad thing? Is that the end time apocalypse? To be kind, just to be kind. Without them becoming a part of your group. So you can get some Scooby snacks or some, I won them to the Lord. You lost them to your foolishness. You all are being honored. There's something that you're managing to be able to do in spite of it. That's what this is. So it's not the absence of these people and their bad behavior. It's not the absence of distorted practitioners going to town, wrecking a bank account. It's not the absence of people harassing you lying on you, plotting against you, illegally surveilling you, in some cases, physically trying to sabotage you by spreading lies and rumors about you wherever you go, as to make it difficult for you to be able to make any connections, any real healthy connections anywhere else. That's why there are some people that are bitter in Hollywood that some folks are talking about to this day, saying that they're bitter, and that these people are getting this reputation as being bitter and like they need to move on. Well, that's easy to say when I don't know this situation that's referenced in Hollywood here, but all I can say is this: if they didn't blacklisted somebody and stop them from being able to get work, then yeah, you would be a mad bitch too. Okay, so just stop. You would be mad too if somebody, not only what had happened in the past happened unjustly, but you would be mad too if, the powers that be that got all of the connections in the networks is making sure that don't want to deal with you. Even people who might believe you, people who might feel your vibe, but then they go in there, work their works. You'd be mad too, because that's somebody that is affecting your ability to stabilize. So you'd be mad, and people who say differently are lying, or they don't have a context or point of reference. Okay, so collective, because you decided I am going to do this. You might like cats. Okay, but because you decided, I'm gonna take my little bit, I'm gonna build up my confidence, and I'm gonna restabilize myself, because the Queen of Pentacles, she's the most valuable woman in the deck of the tarot outside of the Empress. The Empress represents all four elements, a woman or a feminine energy she's a mother, but she's also very healing and nurturing, but she has the capacity, she's a master of elements. So aside of her, the Queen of Pentacles is the most valuable. And this is why. She don't look nervous. She don't look bothered. She don't look like she doing extra. She ain't allowing herself to get in beggared energy. She's just, let me think, let me meditate. Let me connect to myself. Let me connect. Let me clear my channels here. Let me connect with the nature, which is so unlike all the rest of the shit. Let me let me connect. That's where I'm going to get my guidance from. That's what's going to help me to restabilize myself, to get all the fog, the mess, the spell work on my crown chakra, all of the weirdo, that's what's going to... Woo! Yeah, that's y'all decided. Y'all like, where my towel? Tap into my healing. Also very healing, a good mother. A healthy Queen of Pentacles is, somebody who's wifey material. Okay, good mother. When this is a high vibration, somebody who's transcended, somebody who's, working on themselves inside and out. Very good mother, what little they have. If they are married, then they're a good wife. Just very, for those who like to reference Bible, this would be that Proverbs 31. Okay, for those who like to utilize it, symbolize like the values and stuff like that, and it's not just in theory, and it's not a uniform and an outfit while being a trash in secret turn. Yeah, no. This is not somebody that will be hurting children and innocent life for hire here. Not a healthy Queen of Pentacles. You ain't gonna buy her, baby. You're not gonna buy her and get her to sell her soul or sell her consciousness or to sell her humanity for your little raggedy car. You're not going to get her to participate in genocide of her own kind just to get some kibbles and bits from your ass. You're not going to get her to do that. She's certainly ain't going to harm disabled people for her own sustenance either. Not no legit queen, baby. A Jezebel will, though. All day, every day. All day, every day. A Jezebel will. They will be sacrificing them disabled motherfuckers to the archons and any other entity they can think of if it meant they get to be a famous bitch. They will be sacrificing them to some weirdo children of the corn cult all day long. If it meant they get to get a nice new house and a nice new car, a record deal, and they get to sustain their ugly ass another year. Yes, they would. But collective, you all are totally opposite of that, baby.
See you next time.
You're opposite. That's why nobody approaches you with these shady kind of vibes in terms of making deals to do stuff and to secretly do. Ain't nobody gonna come at you. Nobody. You know what? Nah, they know better. You energetically, your vibration, they know better. They know better. They know that their eyebrows liable to be burned off. They come at you. Come at you with that shit. Turning on your own kind and shit. I'm gonna pause before I give y'all the good shit, because this is the good part. You know, my observation, and I know that every single ethnicity and culture has its ups and its downs, and it has its distortions, and it has its drama and dysfunctionality. No doubt. No doubt. But what I find fascinating from some of my own experience and observation is that you have a Hispanic culture that they stick together like peas and carrots. They stick together like white on rice. They stick together like flies to honey. They stick together even if they're like kind of toxic with each other, really. But they stick together in a sense of they're not, they seek to build one another. They'll all live up under the same house if they have to. You know, they are supporting one another's stuff. You know, they'll hurt other people, you know, before they hurt their own culture. And I'm not saying that that's right either. I'm just simply saying I find that observation that I have viewed very fascinating. They will stick with one another just based on the fact that you're a Mexican and I'm a Mexican. And so we're going to hate together this person that's not a Mexican. I'm going to believe you because you're a Mexican and this they not. And we'll be dysfunctional and do some fucked up shit to this person because we Mexican and they not. So what is the point that I'm making here? That's how loyal they are, even if it's fucked up. But that is how loyal a lot of them are to their own ethnicity, to their own culture. They will all live up in one big old house before they see little Pedro, you know what I'm saying, or whatever, out here in a crazy environment or whatever. They'll pull all their shit together and get a big ass shit. Okay, they'll do that, and we mock that, but they will do that to support one another. They will sell oranges and mangoes with seasoning salt, which whatever it is, you know what I'm saying. They will do that. Okay. In the name of we our whole get up, all of us, they culture, not just they 3 kids they had. They do that for their culture on a grander scale. Okay. White folk, they will destroy everyone else in the name of their survival. But it is rare that they're gonna willingly and intentionally do it to their own.
What's the matter? What?
They'll do it to everyone else. Once again, this is still toxic. I'm not implying that this is good. I'm saying that I just find it as an observation very fascinating. And I know why it is. And I'm not going to get too far deep into that on this video. I know exactly why it is that way. I know what the fuck happened to my ethnicity and culture and why we fucked up. I know exactly what it is because these colonized motherfuckers. And it's as simple as that.
Looks like chasing after Apop's gotten us good and lost.
We took that abuse. It's in our bones. It's in our DNA.
Which way is north?
We've been selling out one another since.
What?
We've been competing to get a seat in Master's house since then, and we're doing it now. And as a result, we look at one another as a threat. We were conditioned to portray our own then, and we're doing it now. Do. Simple as that, nigga. As simple as that. Back in them days, the house, you know, whether you was a house slave or not, because some of them was field slaves that was, you know, they couldn't quite make it to the version of being a house slave because they was too damn black. So, you know, they was a field slave with house slave nigga privilege. In other words, be a sellout, a spy, whimpering little wimp. Be a weasel for us. I'll give you an extra bowl of beans. I won't beat the bejesus out of you if you let us know who's getting out of line. If you'll be our makeshift weak ass wannabe ass, you know what I'm saying, rhythm cop. If you'll be, you know, our little hall monitor for anybody who air quote get out of line. If somebody's getting some individuality, I need you to tell me about that. Somebody feeling brave? Is somebody thinking about escaping here? Are they somebody getting smart? Is somebody getting intelligent? Is somebody reading, bitch?
Well, oh yeah. What?
I need you to report to me. Can I trust you to do that, Toby? Kunta? Toby? Well, because Kunta was his birth name. Could I get you to do that for me, Toby? And I'll give you and your family an extra bowl of beans. And I won't beat the bejesus out of you in your tent. Okay, you and the 4 that's in your tent, I won't beat the bejesus out of y'all. I'll give you even a, you know, one of the ladies of the house, some of their perfume to give to your little rug rat. Oh, I know. It's See, we think because we in these times that shit ain't happening, and many of us gonna wake up and we gonna feel some kind of way because we gonna come to realize that we're a fucking sellout. Yeah, I won't rape you or yours. If you give me the goods. Anybody getting bright ideas, thinking that they can get free of us? Need you to let me know that. Need you to report that. I need you to be the inside track. I need you to be the field nigga that's a weak nigga. I need... Yes, sir, master, yeah. Yes, sir. Yes, sir, master. I could do that for you. And is this me as my families? Now. Whoever you all are that ends up seeing this video that are actually my legit supporters, because this is who it's for. Many of you have definitely suffered persecution for being authentically you. And that's why this is going to res with you. Okay? So what do we have? Oh, look it. And look, check. Your first card out, you're an alchemist. Because you decided to be authentically you. See, people are judging you. Look at her. Look at her. And I think I even got hashtag alchemist. You could be granted some ancient wisdoms to help you to heal from what people are doing to you and your children. Because it's unjust what these people are doing. They're doing things out of ignorance. They're doing things out of ego. They're doing things out of insecurity. They're doing things out of those three eyes. Ignorance, ego, well, not eyes, that's an E. Ignorance, insecurity, ego is an E. Okay, but yeah. Okay, so because you decided that, like, look, I'm going to be brave. I'm going to be bright. I'm going to be brave. I'm going to be me. I haven't done anything wrong, and I can't help that people feel like I'm wrong because of their limitations. They need to see me as some kind of devil worshiper. They need to see me as some kind of whatever based on their framework, and that's a them thing. You may have earth in your energy. You may be an earth sign. Okay. Yeah, North Node. See, people keep trying to keep you in the past. North Road is crossing. So you're being assisted with alchemizing the things that people are doing to you to stop you from being in your destiny here. Because people don't like and agree or approve. It crossed. Okay, so you've been dealing with people who have been doing baneful magic to stop your destiny, and you've been dealing with people who have been unofficially sending negative energy because they don't agree with who you are in your destiny. So, you know, because you decided I'm going to keep being bold, you know, so there's some kind of allowing that's happening for you to grow. You're being granted some kind of wisdom possibly out of this world so that you could grow in spite of what people are doing to stop you and block you. Okay, because people keep trying to contaminate. Look at them stars. They keep trying to poison you. They keep trying to, you know, contaminate your roots and things. Okay. It says encourages, responds, cycles, grows, rewards. You're getting rewards because you've been trying. I mean, you've been, in spite of all these things, in spite of being taken from possibly since you were young, you know, people restricting your resources and all of those things, you know. Yeah. And a little circus shit show. Something is still jiving for you. You've been granted the wisdom to heal all their little antics. Sad. Yeah, ascended outlook. You have a different outlook in life.
By any chance, can Apom use double T?
Mission statement, expression, attitude, outer self, point of view, likeness, approach. Okay, folks have been trying to taint that, and it's tainted also based on their own understanding and stuff like that. But you are being granted something here. You have a different approach. You're an alchemist. You're granted something to alchemize. Oh, this is gonna get good. This is just gonna get good. This is just gonna get good. Part three. Boom. I have Mercury, communication. These people have been trying to shut you up and take your assets. Communication crossed alchemists and wanted to come into the reverse. So these people have been doing communication spells or chaos, conflict, confusion to block communication to try to stop you. That was stupid. Because yeah, oh, that was stupid. You could have decided to stop talking to somebody because somebody was manipulating communication. You knew that there was somebody else. Yeah, you knew that there was somebody else manipulating communication. Okay, for some of you, whether one person knew or not in the dynamic, you knew, collective, that there was energies that was manipulating communications to get to you in some kind of way, and you decided to stop talking. Talking went into the reverse. You decided to stop talking. Yep. Okay, so I have Aquarius coming out. How? Okay. Air signs could be involved. Virgo, Aquarius could be involved. How? Something happened. Innovator. Something happened. You know that people have been stealing from you for sure. You know that people have been stealing. Idiocratic, disruptive, edgy. Okay, you know that people also was trying to irritate you because you're an innovator. Yeah, people were trying to trigger you, agitate you, or even just discourage you because you are some kind of an innovator. Okay. So as a result, maybe you're withholding, you're not speaking to something or somebody, or you're not sharing.
You do regular stuff or sometimes.
Yeah.
Do that.
Wow. Well, wow. Maybe you're not going to say nothing about it because people are stealing. Maybe there's some things that you're going to withhold because people are stealing, and then they try to silence you and blacklist you and do all these things while they steal and benefit from you. Okay. Give me one more of, let's go ahead and clarify North Node. How is this still working in the favor of the collective, even though they've got all these people from all over the world doing all sorts of detestable shit to try to stop them?
What? Me? The king? Sure? Hey, you'll be fine. Look at all you've
North
done.
Node, how is this working in favor of and support of and honor of the collective because they decided to still be bright, brave in themselves? How is this North Node Destiny card is serving here? There's a transformation, Pluto. You're going through a transformation. It may be difficult and tough, but you've evoked some kind of transformation because you decided to not. These people kept trying to put you in a box. They kept trying to make you comply through exploiting your hardships. And I just saw a butterfly fly past the window. And it was a black one, oddly enough, a black butterfly with like gold and yellow and red or orange or something on it.
It's just coming up on the journey to Battle Valley and the Battle Pyramid, so stay tuned.
Healing. I told you, yes, there's healing. So you're healing here because people keep trying to stop your destiny. They keep trying to force you into a box, you know, and for some people it's so that they can steal from you. Others is because they don't approve of you. And yeah, so this works for you because there's some kind of healing you manifested. Yeah. Yep. Because what these people are doing. So maybe it's some ancient stuff because of the injustices here. Healing power. Oh, we. They really should. Shit.
As our heroes head toward Battle Valley, the current location of the traveling Battle Pyramid is quickly becoming quite obvious who's looking forward to this reenactment.
Yeah, and now Outlook came in the reverse. So it's like you're healing from people trying to obscure your outlook on life and for people trying to attack how people see you, your reputation. And with, ooh, 4 of Power, so family, roots, people you grew up with. People that try to keep getting you displaced here, stealing your assets so that they can go. These motherfuckers gonna hate that they exist. But they shouldn't have did this. They shouldn't have did this. They shouldn't have did this because now you activated whatever this injustice, torture, whatever this is, activated a power. Because this was not allowed. They didn't broke some kind of universal fucking law. They done fucked up the freaks of nature out here. Playing God in people's life. They need to go sit down. Yeah, because that activated some kind of because the alchemist came out as your lead. That activated some kind of power. Because whatever they're doing is defiled. These people is defiled. It's grotesque. Hell, some of them are doing it now.
Hi, my name's Ada, and this is Chad.
Actually, let me do this. Could you turn that down for me, son, real quick? Yes, you can.
Black magic does not just fade away on its own. In Thai occultism, dark energy
Yeah, I gotta let
acts
you know
like a
here. Let me finish
parasite.
up. I apologize.
It burrows deep into your life,
I know. Let me
attaching itself
finish
to your
up.
mind,
Yes, I got
body,
reputation
and
going in the
circumstances.
reverse. So people
Simply
have
clearing your
defined
space
your
or
character
ignoring
based on their
sudden bad
ignorance,
luck is only a temporary fix. The
their
negative
belief
force will keep
system,
growing back. To truly be
their
free,
jealousy,
the curse must be
and their
destroyed
insecurity.
at its root. We are going to examine a hidden chanting ritual from Thailand, specifically designed to crush unseen enemies and obliterate black magic
People is
permanently.
attacking your 10th
The
house.
tradition of Thai magic, psychic attacks as highly calculated acts,
Communication,
unseen
North
enemies,
Node.
whether they are jealous individuals or hired sorcerers, send dark energy with precise intent. When a curse lands, It establishes an invisible tether. This tether connects the victim directly.
Yeah, because you're passionate.
Many standard
So your
spiritual
passion is,
practices focus
your
only
healing
on
is
building
here
a defensive
so that you
shield
can reignite your
or temporarily
passion.
cutting that
Yes,
line.
Leo,
But
lover.
ancient time masters
For
knew
some of
that
you,
as long
it
as the
could
root
be
of the magic survived,
overinflated
the
Leos,
unseen enemy would simply
Aquariuses,
strike
Virgos
again.
that might be
To
involved.
permanently stop these attacks, occult
Somebody's
masters
lovers,
utilized a
somebody's
very
siblings,
specific chanting
partners.
ritual.
But you're
For
also
decades,
manifesting
this exact
this
sequence of
big
words was kept
transformation,
hidden from everyday people.
balance within
It was considered
yourself,
forbidden by many because of its aggressive
creative,
nature.
playful,
This chant does
lover.
not just offer
Okay.
comfort or basic protection. It is a highly offensive energetic tool. It actively tracks the dark energy back to its absolute origin. The sole purpose of this ritual is the
I
complete
told you.
destruction of the
See,
curse
you,
and
oh,
its foundation.
you finna
Stripping
turn
the
this wheel. Hold
unseen
up, hold
enemy
up,
of
hold
their
up, hold
power
up.
to cause
Hold up,
further
hold up,
harm.
hold up.
The mechanics
Hold
of
up.
this
Let me
ritual
end the
rely on
poll
heavy,
so I can see the
forceful
cards here.
vocal
Hold up.
vibrations. The
Hold
masters
up.
use ancient, unyielding syllables drawn from old animist and regional occult languages. These sounds are not designed to be peaceful or soothing. They act as an acoustic weapon against dark forces.
There we
The
go.
low, repetitive frequency of the chant
So-
is meant to violently disrupt the structure of black magic.
So look,
When an occult master delivers these
you finna
words,
turn this
the
wheel. In
vibration
spite of all
enters the
this,
energetic
the wheel is
environment
turning
and
in your
immediately
favor. There's
seeks
a kind
out
of
the dark tether.
expansion
The sound
that
wave
you have
travels down that
manifested
invisible
here,
line,
in spite of
straight to
all
the
this
source of the
concentrated
attack.
effort.
Once it reaches the root, the heavy frequency crushes the malicious intent. The unseen enemy loses their energetic grip on the victim, and the architecture of the black magic collapses entirely. This approach guarantees that the dark energy cannot regenerate. By attacking the magic at its deepest foundation, the threat is neutralized once and for all. The ancient masters understood that true safety sometimes requires an overwhelming, destructive force to eradicate evil. You do not need to speak this ancient language to benefit from its impact. The raw vibration of the syllables carries the power to break these dark tethers for you. Please stay and listen to the chant now to crush any unseen forces and destroy dark energy at its root.
วชิระเตชังปฏิหตังสภาทุทากังปัจจาคะมนังอัตถะวินาสยันตุพุทธานุภาเวนะธรรมานุภาเวนะสังฆานุภาเวนะสัพพะอุปปัตถวาเพทันตุวชิระสามโยรังวชิระเตชังปฏิหตังสภาทุทากังปัจจาคะมนังอัตถะวินาสยันตุพุทธานุภาเวนะธรรมานุภาเวนะสังฆานุภาเวนะสัพพะอุปปัตถวาเพทันตุวชิระสามโยรังทันตุวชิระเตชังปฏิหตังสภาทุทากังปัจจาคะมนังอัสสัทธัมมังวินาสยันตุพุทธานุภาเวนะธรรมานุภาเวนะสังฆานุภาเวนะสัพพะอุปปัตถวาเพทันตุวชิระสามโยรักขตุปัจจตังมารังนิวัตเตติปัจจตังมารังนิวัตเตติปัจจตังมารังนิวัตเตติปัจจตังมารังนิวัตเตติปัจจตังมารังนิวัตเตติปัจจตังมารังนิวัตเตติปัจจตังมารังนิวัตเตติปัจจตังมารังนิวัตเตติปัจจตังมารังนิวัตเตติปัจจตังมารังนิวัตเตติปัจจตังมารังนิวัตเตติปัจจตังมารังนิวัตเตติปัจจตังมารังนิวัตเตติปัจจตังมารังนิวัตเตติปัจจตังมารังนิวัตเตติปัจจตังมารังนิวัตเตติปัจจตังมารังนิวัตเตติ ปัจจตังมารังนิวัตเตติ
Nivateti.
ปัจจตังมารังนิวัตเตติ
Okay.
ปัจจตังมารังนิวัตเตติ ปัจจตัง
The
มา
affirmations
นิ
or
วัตเต
the
ติ
encouragement.
ปัจจตังมารังนิวัตเตติ
Nivateti.
ปัจจตังมารังนิวัตเตติ
Nivateti.
ปัจจตังมารังนิวัตเตติ
Nivateti.
ปัจจตังมารังนิวัตเตติ
Nivateti.
ปัจจตังมารังนิวัตเตติ
Nivateti.
ปัจจตังมารังนิวัตเตติ 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 ปัจจตังมารัง
Today I am glowing. Today I have huge amounts of energy and focus to take on any challenge. Today I am respected. I'm respectful. Okay. Today I will acknowledge other people's thoughts and feelings as well as my own, as well as my own. Today I feel optimistic. Today I will see. This is why this is happening, because they were trying to basically stop all of this. Today I will see
ปัจจตังมา
the beauty and the goodness in the hearts of every person that I interact with. By bombarding you with stalkers and all these things, it was hard. It was making it hard for you to be able to see the beauty in the few folks that are not involved with the stuff. Okay, because again, not everybody is.
ปัจจตังมารังนิวัตเตติ ปัจจตังมารังนิวัตเตติ
Wow. Today I'm honored. Today my heart is filled with joy. I see the positive. Like I had some positive experience today,
ปัจจ
you
ตัง
know.
มารังนิวัตเตติ
Like I said the other day, you know, I
ปัจจตัง
experienced
มารังนิวัตเตติ
a kindness,
ปัจจตัง
you know, and sometimes I don't know where that kindness has come from because, you know, folks will have folks to stall me out pretending to be kind just so they'll have a space to do something weird. You know what I mean? And that's why you all are being granted possibly some kind of healing ability or transformation ability because people keep exploiting. Okay, they keep being petty. They keep
นิวัตเตติ
to come and, you know, to do certain things.
รังเตติ
You're glowing,
ปัจจตังมา
okay, as you've been facing these challenges. I don't care if you don't got 2 pennies to rub
ปัจจตัง
together.
มารังนิวัตเตติ
There's some kind of glowing or something is about to transpire
นิวัตเตติ
so that your glow is restored maybe rapidly. This alchemist energy, because again, this was grotesque. This was detestable and it was a freak of nature and against the laws of the universe.
ปัจจตังมารังนิวัตเตติ ปัจจตังมารังนิวัตเตติ
So what is some possible advice here? We're going to use the deck to just give like maybe some practical things that if it resonates with you and if you have the ability to, it may assist you with, you know, the grounding, the healing.
ปัจจตังมารังนิวัตเตติ 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 ปัจจตังมา
Hey, what might assist
นิวัต
them?
เตติ
The legit folks here that ends up seeing this video.
ปัจจตังมารังนิวัตเตติ ปัจจตังมารังนิวัตเตติ
Learn something new about your town's history. It wanted to come in the reverse. That's interesting. I'm only taking uprights for this.
รังนิวัตเตติ
Relax your shoulders, unclench your jaw, and take a deep breath.
ปัจจ จตังมารังนิวัตเตติปัจจตังมารังนิวัตเตติ
So some tension release exercises or tension clearing. I like to say clearing because we're not releasing.
ปัจจตังมา
Pause and take 10 deep
ปัจ
breaths.
จตังมารังนิวัตเตติ
Relaxing our shoulders, unclenching our jaw, and taking a deep breath.
ปัจจตังมารังนิวัตเตติปัจจตังมารังนิวัตเตติ
Purge your closet. Sometimes getting rid of what we have helps, especially if it's something we can't use and we're just taking up space. And in some cases, if there's like a curse, because sometimes there's stuff attached to stuff, and sometimes a clearing just won't
ปัจ
do.
จตังมา
Okay, purge your closet and donate the clothes. When you have a chance, go to a restaurant when your situation permits. A restaurant you've never tried but wanted to. Try a new restaurant when your money
ปัจจตัง
permits,
มารังนิวัตเต
of
ติ
course.
ปัจจตังมารังนิวัตเตติปัจจตังมารังนิวัตเตติปัจจตังมารังนิวัตเตติปัจจตังมารังนิวัตเตติปัจจตังมารังนิวัตเตติปัจจตังมารังนิวัตเตติปัจจตังมารังนิวัตเตติปัจจตังมารังนิวัตเตติปัจจตังมา
Have a tea, have some tea or a warm drink. Ooh,
ปัจจตังมารัง
that's
นิ
what
วั
that
ตเต
one
ติ
said.
ปัจจตังมารังนิวัตเตติ
Okay,
ปัจจตังมารัง
now let's see what Osiris the cat has to say, and then we'll pull some healing codes to see what healing codes might be useful for those of you who like to use numerical quantum codes and stuff like that.
ปัจจตังมารังนิวัตเตติปัจจตังมารังนิวัตเตติ
By the way, sometimes people be sad and frustrated, not because something's wrong with them, but because they're
ปัจ
being
จตังมา
squelched.
รังนิวัตเตติ
And in other words, like who they are and their practices and things like that. Sometimes that's
ปัจจ
the
ตัง
issue.
มารังนิวัตเตติปัจจตังมารังนิวัตเตติปัจจตังมารังนิวัตเตติปัจจตังมารังนิวัตเตติปัจจตังมารังนิวัตเตติปัจจตังมารังนิวัตเตติ
Okay.
ปัจจตังมารังนิวัตเตติปัจจตังมารังนิวัตเตติ
What does Osiris the cat have to say in encouragement to the collective?
รังนิวัตเตติ
Healing in spite of all of this,
ปัจจตังมา
expansion, their
รัง
luck,
นิวัตเตติ
in spite of all.
ปัจจตังมารัง
What does
นิวั
Osiris
ต
the
เต
cat
ติ
have to say here?
ปัจจตังมา
Osiris.
รังนิวัตเตติ
I miss you, boo-boo.
ปัจจตังมา
I'm
รัง
gonna give you a
นิวัตเต
FaceTime
ติ
and call his geeky book.
ปัจจตังมารังนิวัตเตติปัจจตังมารังนิวัตเตติปัจจตังมารังนิวัตเตติปัจจตังมารังนิวัตเตติปัจจตังมา
It says, I am worthy. Interesting. And this is the one dog on the cat. Oh, it's a dog and a cat. It says, fascinating. Osiris says,
รังนิวัต
I
เต
am
ติ
worthy of a long-term and loving
ปัจจ
companion.
ตังมารังนิวัตเตติ
And you are a collective. You have what it takes. It's unfortunate that you've dealt with such
ปัจจตังมารังนิวัตเตติ ปัจจตังมารังนิวัตเตติปัจจตังมารังนิวัตเตติปัจจตังมา
Oh, look
รัง
it.
นิวัตเตติ
It says
ปัจจ
the
ตังมา
only way
รัง
is
นิวัต
up.
เตติปัจจตังมารังนิวัตเตติ
You're going up from here, Osiris, the cat
ปัจจ
says.
ตังมารัง
Okay.
นิวัตเตติ
Osiris may be feeling your vibe. Okay, he may be feeling like, I know this is hard, this is bad, and I know you miss me, but the only way is up from here.
รังนิวัตเตติ
How does it get better than this? There we go. How can it get better than this? What other options and possibilities could there possibly be that gets better than this? That's greater than this. That's more blissful than this. That's healthier than this. That's happier than this. That's richer than this. That's more fulfilling than this. Woo! The only way is up, Osiris says.
ปัจจตังมารังนิวัตเตติ
Oh, now Osiris knows his mother's vibe. He know him mama. He miss his
รัง
mama.
นิวัตเตติ
Oh, I miss you, boo boo.
ปัจจตังมารังนิวัตเตติ
I choose to find humor. That you have the power to do this.
รังนิวัตเตติ
No matter how grotesque,
ปัจจตังมา
foul, and snaky these people are. Okay?
ปัจจตังมา
You have
รังนิวัตเตติ
some kind of ability or being gifted an ability to find some kind of humor and joy in the middle of people who
ปัจ
try
จ
to
ตัง
fake
มา
it.
รังนิวัตเตติปัจจตังมารังนิวัตเตติปัจจตังมารังนิวัตเตติ
You were born to be awesome and you rock, Osiris says. Osiris says you were born to be awesome and you rock. Keep on doing what you do. Keep doing your podcast. Keep doing what you're doing. There's people that are bothered by you and trying to be rid of you, and that's their problem.
ปัจจตังมารังนิวัตเตติปัจจตังมารังนิวัตเตติปัจจตังมา
And look, and here's Osiris. He says, wake
ปัจ
up
จตังมา
and be fabulous.
นิวัตเตติ
Baby, you were born to be awesome and you rock and keep at what you're saying. Scream it around.
ปัจจตังมา
Ah,
นิวัตเตติ
suckers, dive turkeys,
รังนิ
right?
วัตเตติ
Okay, boom. Okay, so let's get y'all some healing codes.
นิวัตเตติ
Hold on. I gotta get my healing
ปัจจ
codes
ตัง
deck.
มารังนิวัตเตติปัจจตังมารังนิวัตเตติ
EMF neutralization code may be of interest for some of you, and neutralizing the toxicity from amalgam healing.
มารังนิวัตเตติ
They don't even do amalgam anymore. That's how you know. I don't even think even Medi-Cal, I don't even think they provide the amalgams. Everything turned to composites now if you go to the dentist. Yeah, because there's the mercury fillings are toxic. Okay, throat chakra. Okay, so if you know the seat of awareness, the seat of manifestation, the people are trying to shut you up. Throat chakra code. We have a couple of quantum codes here that you could activate and use with the rest of your modality. 7774089. How do you use it? Now that you can be creative with. I use it in multiple ways. Sometimes I record the frequency code and I listen to it. Other times I'll get like an address label and I'll put it on an area. So let's say you're doing a session on yourself. Okay, maybe you can't wear it all day, but let's say you're doing a session and you lie down, you can get one of those address label stickers and you can write that code with your intention. And for an example, it's the throat, right? So then you can put it on your throat if that's what you're into. As you lay down, you can also put a throat chakra resonating crystal, on your throat. Okay, that's how you can use it. You can chant the frequency codes. You can write them on your body. You can incorporate them in healing sessions, stuff like that. Okay, so we have throat chakra quantum code there. We have remove all blocks that's coming out and shine. Okay, remove all blocks and shine. That's coming out possibly here as codes that you can use. Likewise, you can use those codes in conjunction. They hold a vibration. It's not just numbers. There's a frequency. It is a frequency. It is a vibration. It's a resonance. Okay. It's funny, throat chakra is the lead, and then I had Gaia. So you all could be needing to focus similar to me on the throat and on the root, because that's heavily attacked. Okay. Neuropathy. Okay, so your neurotransmitters from the abuse that has gotten out of balance. That's the point of abuse. That's the point of psychological abuse. By the way, that's the point of psychological abuse. That's the point of emotional abuse, verbal abuse. All of these torture tactics is to imbalance someone's neurotransmitters. For those who like to believe that they don't mean any harm. 2233516. For those who are still believing in the hype out there that whatever these people are doing don't mean any harm with how they have you surveilling. Well, I just shit over that. Oh, if any of you feel hopelessness or despair, we have a despair code coming out, 4536812. And then I have grief and travel. Yeah, you all are maybe about to, you could be tired from travel, or you fencing to travel, because I got travel coming out. And then the grief, because it's like, wow, these people are really that fucked up. But anyway, the travel is, there you go. Travel code, you got a couple of grief codes there. Then you have, like I said, you have the shine code. Insulin levels, sugar levels could be an issue. Morgellons, some of you may not know, or you could have been affected by Morgellons disease, but there's a way to deal with that. Agoraphobia and overwhelm. See, it's a point. I'm going to say it again. For those of you who are still naive to think that these fusion centers and these community watch programs don't mean any harm to the individual that they have you watching, wrong, because they are aware that the tactics that they're telling you to employ provokes all these things in people. So they are trying to cause harm. They are trying to create overwhelm. They are trying to get somebody to develop phobias and to be afraid to do anything. So your little employee, whoever they are, these fusion centers, you have signed up for a cult, and you have signed up to be a part of trying to slow kill somebody. They are aware of what those tactics create. And so these are some codes for those of you who want to help foster your transformation and healing from those things. Because all of that harassment and stalking is meant to make somebody feel like they can't move, they can't breathe, they can't go anywhere, to make them feel unsafe and overwhelmed. So you can keep lying to yourself out there because you want a paycheck and want to be able to supplement your income all you want. You can convince yourself that you're just doing the right thing to take care of your family. And I'm going to tell you right now, you and your family's going to pay down the road. Because when you sign up to participate in trying to hurt somebody else's family, that's all I'm gonna say about that.
Although well aware that Ash is facing an important rematch at the Battle Pyramid, it seems one of Ash's Pokemon thinks laughter is the best medicine. And then, finally,
Okay. Beautiful. Gotta go.